All right, we're here for the interview. I'm here with Danny DaCosta, and again, I'm just going to ask: Did you agree to be interviewed?
Yes, I do.
All right, sounds good. Today, we're going to interview you just to find out basically a little bit more about you, about your favorite memories, things like that. So here we go. All right, some quick surface level questions. We'll get started. What's your name?
My name is Danny DaCosta.
There you go. Middle name?
Danny Alexander DaCosta.
All right. And if for some reason you do feel like uncomfortable answering any questions, just let me know. We can skip some, whatever it is. I didn't think that one would be too bad, but.
Sounds good.
All right. How old are you?
I am 20 years old.
There you go. Why did you choose Purdue?
Honestly, I chose Purdue because I am from here, so it was the closest school. It was during COVID, so I was a 2021 graduate class in high school, which means that when I was trying to do my SAT, they got closed because of COVID, so I didn't have an SAT score or an ACT score. So I ended up applying to IU and Purdue because they were in-state, obviously, and I got into both of them. I thought, you know what, I would rather go to Purdue, so I picked Purdue. And also, my mom works there, so I would get a 50% off discount from tuition, which is a big deal too for paying for college.
Did you ever have a thought of maybe going to IU, or was it pretty set in stone like Purdue, if no matter what?
I got my IU letter of acceptance first, so I was like, oh, you know what, like worst case scenario, I can go to IU for sure. But I was like, I probably want to go to Purdue better because I thought that I would fit better at the Purdue campus style rather than IU, where it's maybe more of like an outgoing campus, and that's really not my scene the same way.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Did any other colleges appeal to you other than those two that you didn't apply to, or did you just?
I thought that I maybe could have gone to like a smaller school, maybe like a small Christian school, but I thought about maybe Taylor. I thought about maybe going to Cedarville. I thought maybe going to like Ball State if it really came down to that. But I think Purdue and IU were pretty stable choices for me, honestly.
Did you ever have like a desire to maybe play sports at one of the smaller schools?
Yes, I played tennis in high school, and I was decently good enough where I could have played at an NAIA level or a D2 level tennis player. But I thought if that doesn't go past that level of tennis, I would rather just have a better education than just to sacrifice my time and education for just those 4 years of college.
Okay. Nice. All right, next question here. What is your favorite memory from college so far? So it doesn't have to be from like specifically people you know from college, but from fall of 2021 until now, just your favorite memory.
Oh, without a doubt, my favorite memory is going to the Orlando Project. For those that don't know, it was a Christian organization, has a 9 weeks summer camp where there's 70 college students from different campuses from Eastern Kentucky, Western Kentucky, Northern Kentucky, UK, Purdue, IU, IUPUI, and USI, where we all spent 9 weeks down in Orlando, Florida. We all stayed together in a resort, so we were with your friends all day, and we also worked at Universal Studios for 40 hours a week. So we had a full-time job, full-paying job. We got to know each other better, play games, hang out at the pool, go to the beach, and there was just nothing like that experience where you're with 70 other college kids, all in a good community, all positive people, working and having just the best time of your life.
So how did you hear about this project?
I was involved in the people that run it are called Campus Outreach, and I was involved in that ministry. And then several friends, including you, had gone to Orlando the summer before, and I knew it was a life-changing moment for them. So I thought I would do it the following summer, and I knew some people that were going down that summer too. So it was knowing people that went before, and then also knowing people that were going to go that next summer. So I thought I would love to do it too.
That's pretty cool. If you had to just pinpoint one, if you need to say two, that's perfectly fine. Just like your absolute favorite memory from that project, then.
I would say my favorite memory was me and my 2 friends who I'm close with now. We had work off on one of the Saturdays, and us 3 went to Disney. So we got to spend a whole day at Disney. We went to Epcot. We ate food together. We spent the whole day at Disney, and for us, it was the first time where I had gone to a big time theme park without my parents, just on my own. and doing that with friends in Orlando when it was just like the experience of doing that was so much fun. I can't explain how much fun that was.
It's really cool. So kind of moving a little bit further back in time. Now, what is your favorite memory? This one may be harder to think of. What is your favorite memory from high school years?
But honestly, for me, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but for me, living in a nice neighborhood during COVID where we didn't have to struggle really, there was nothing like COVID time when you were a junior or senior in high school where you could drive around, and so me and my friends would play Xbox all day. We would go out and hang out at like playgrounds, like up late at night and stuff. So there was nothing like, to me, the 6 months between March and when COVID started and when the school came back. There has not been a time in high school where we were with each other all day, playing games all day. We had no responsibilities. We were just having fun all day. That time was so much fun.
So you didn't have very much schoolwork to do at that time?
Nope. I remember our school did not give homework to seniors on purpose, and we had about one assignment a week. So besides that, we were just hanging out with each other all the time. And obviously, yes, COVID sucked for many people, but in our situation, in the small town that we are in, it was good where we could have like, nothing was busy. So like the stores weren't busy, parks weren't busy. We could go out and drive with no problem. It was a good time to hang out with friends in high school.
That's cool. So I'm trying to think, that was around the time TikTok became kind of big. Did you do any like trends or anything at that time, or were you just more of an observer?
I was definitely an observer because at that time, like, there wasn't much else to do, so it was fine to watch TikTok like 4 hours a day. And I think everyone, all my friends were trying to blow up on TikTok, and it was so much fun to just see trends and see things like that. Where like now it's like, okay, if you do that for 4 hours, and then you're like, well, you're kind of wasting your like time away. But back then it was fine because we had nothing else to do.
So you mentioned earlier you played tennis, and you had a bunch of friends from high school that you got to hang out with during COVID a lot. Who was your best friend from high school?
My best friend from high school was a guy named Brendan Berry, and I moved to West Lafayette when I was in 5th grade, and he was in my 5th grade class, and we had many things in common. We loved soccer, we loved sports, we were both smart in school, and we had lots of things in common, and we still are in contact today.
That's cool. Have you talked to him pretty recently? Or?
I talked to him today, in fact.
There you go. All right, this one's a pretty good question. You have 1 day left to live. What do you do?
That's a good question. I think if I had 1 day left to live, what would I do? I'm pretty sure if I had 1 day left to live, I would not want to be a burden to people, so I wouldn't tell anybody. And because of that, I think I would try to just be as honoring and glorifying to God as I possibly could, and not let my own fear of dying get in the way of that. And I would try to go out as peacefully as possible and not cause a burden on other people. So I would hang out with family, hang out with friends, just be a positive person, and then leave the earth at peace, I would say.
That's good. Specifically, what people, who would you want to spend it with? It could be a group, anyone, singular person, whoever.
I would say I have a collective friend group from people that were in Campus Outreach. So it's like my friends at Purdue, also my friends from Kentucky, and there's probably like 35 or 40 people that I would consider my best friends. So like a mixture of those 40 people, I could hang out with them forever. That includes you and my brother and people that I met over summer too, where there's lots of people that I would love to hang out with that last day.
Yeah, it definitely seems, based on that answer, you said you wouldn't want to be a burden, you just want to glorify God in that last day.
Yes.
So what would you say, like your mindset, we learned a little bit about you in high school. What would your mindset, how did it change from high school to after the Orlando project, which you said was a pretty pivotal memory from college?
I would say in high school, I was kind of like a happy, fun kid with kind of not much depth, and I was like, I'll just kind of do whatever happens. So I didn't take school very seriously, even though I was a smart kid. I didn't take it very seriously, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what college happens. So in college, I've changed my major 3 times, from exploratory to psychology to public health, and then now I'm in kinesiology. And I think now I've found where I'm at in kinesiology, and I'm happy with that. And I think with that, when I went to Orlando Project, what changed there was I saw the urgency that I could have in my life for my purpose, which is to glorify God and spread His name to everybody. So realizing that gravity that it has on me made me want to change how I treated people, how I treated myself, and how I live my life. And now I have direction and purpose, and that's glorifying Him.
Post-graduation, post-college, you said you were a junior in college, so that's coming up fairly soon. Do you know what route you want to take, or where you want to go, what you want to do?
I currently am starting to work at Mackey Arena and the football facility, where I'm observing other athletic trainers, because that is what I do study, and I do like to pursue that. And if I did pursue that, then I would go to grad school for 2 years and get my athletic training master's, which would be really cool. And if I didn't do that, I could potentially do ministry full time, which I'm also really considering. And if I didn't do that either, I could go to nursing school. I could do lots of different things, but I would probably say right now I'm leaning towards grad school for AT or doing ministry full time.
That's cool. You mentioned you're working in Mackey. Did you get a chance to go to the Purdue basketball game last night?
I did not. I could have gone. My friend had tickets for me, but I was being a lazy bum. I did not go.
No problem. So you also mentioned some of your best friends that you met on the Orlando Project. Are they possibly going into ministry as well, or do you know what their plans are?
Several of them are business majors that want to be in sales and finance. Some of them do want to do ministry, and they would do it in Kentucky, so there's a chance I would move down with them. But the majority of girls I know are in nursing or exercise science. There's lots of girls that kind of study what I study, which is kind of cool, but the majority of the guys are either business focused or like engineering majors. So there's kind of a good range of people that I'm friends with, I would say.
So it sounds like a lot of your mission and your goal in life is really to help people. And you said in glorifying God in the process. When did you realize like this would be a good fit for you? Like that kind of, whether it's ministry, kinesiology, just kind of working with people and helping them. When did you show interest in that major? What age were you?
I would say I always knew that if I tried to just fulfill my own desires, I would fall short of what I wanted people to see me as. And I realized I can only achieve the glory I should be giving to God if I live for Him and not for myself. And I probably realized that. I realized it last February, but then I really pursued it over the summer. And then since the summer, I've really tried to pursue it. And that has changed my life in terms of like, I think now I have a schedule, I have a journal where I keep my thoughts in, and I have people that I'm praying for, and I have an active goal of what I'm trying to pursue, which just means what can I give to other people and not what I want to give to myself. But it's a lot more about helping people grow and where I can lead them in their life.
That's pretty cool. So I know you mentioned with the Orlando Project again, you had like a kind of like a mentor, and you knew people that had gone on it before and stuff like that. Have you been able to find, now that you're an upperclassman, someone else to like kind of mentor other guys, or anyone just to help them through college?
Yes, I would say I did not have that last semester, but this semester I've been doing Salt Company, and there's about 50 guys that I know in a small group, and 3 of the guys I've been trying to get to know a lot better, and especially one of the guys, I've been seeing him most days. We go to the gym together, and we've been getting in good shape, and through that we've been talking a lot about life. And I think he is a very, very good leader. He has lots of traits that are very valuable, and I think I can see a lot of promise in him. And I think me being an older figure to him will show him lots of help which he can use for his life. And I think it's been a really good time to meet with him this semester.
That's cool. Well, I think that pretty much concludes our interview. Is there any closing remarks, anything else that you wanted to elaborate on, any questions you didn't think you fully answered, or if I didn't give you enough time to answer?
No, I think honestly it was a good interview. I don't think there wasn't anything that I didn't say. I think it was fairly well constructed.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you very much for being willing to do this, and that concludes our interview.
Thank you.
Thanks.